Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to start trying to post regularly here to kind of give you guys a little bit of an insight as to what I am working on and a little bit about me. So this is just going to be a little introductory video. I have a couple of videos up already, but nothing where it is this. So who am I? My name is Jen. I am a former high school teacher. I was in the classroom for 16 years teaching secondary mathematics, everything from 6th grade all the way up until 12th grade. I am currently a stay-at-home mom running an online tutoring business as well as a Teachers Pay Teachers seller. So what this channel is going to be all about is basically just the real and my products and ways that I would use them in the classroom to kind of give you some ideas. So I am not somebody that like sits in front of the camera and is like super professional at filming. So I'm going to do the best that I can and try to be as professional as possible. But hey, maybe you'll like the actual like realness of the situation. Like, look, I didn't even take my sunglasses off my head for this video. Okay, it's all good. So the first thing I wanted to share is that my name of my Teachers Pay Teachers store is Absolute Value Math. The reason it came about, if you are interested, is that absolute value is always positive, right? And I think that math should be a positive experience. In my mind, math is just fun, and it's games, and it's strategies, and it's figuring things out. And so I wanted to come up with a name that was going to encompass all of those beliefs. And so Absolute Value Math seemed perfect for what I was interested in portraying. So today I'm going to share with you a project that I've been working on for a very long time, since July, and that is my Algebra 1 interactive notebook. So I currently have two of them because one whole notebook is not going to fit in one composition book. You're going to need two of them. I am currently about to release Unit 12. So I am 2 units away from finishing. And I just wanted to share a little bit about what this notebook is. So as you can see, it is an Algebra 1 interactive notebook. This is something that your students will produce by the end of the Algebra 1 school year. How cool, because they can carry this with them and bring this with them throughout the rest of their courses and have a great reference. Super consistent. All the the layout of all the booklets and all the activities and everything is the same. And that's something that I love to do. So I created this notebook in the hopes that it would help you guys. So I'm just gonna kind of go through, let's see if I can do this, some of the things that are in it. So when you open it up, you're gonna get a table of contents. You can print as many pages as you want of this. I would probably print 4 based off of what is in this notebook. So this is how much Unit 1 took up. So maybe actually I would print more than 4. So I would probably do 1, 2, 3, maybe do like 6 or 7 pages of table of contents, unless all you want them to do is write down the page of the start of the lesson, of the unit. So let me show you what I mean when I get into it. So we have factor sheets. You guys are gonna get factor sheets. All the factors are listed from 1 to 100, all the composite, and then these are prime numbers at the bottom. So this is just an easy reference for them when they're factoring or any other times that factors come up. You guys are also gonna get an Algebra 1 reference sheet with some formulas and important things that you need. And if you are in New York, this mimics somewhat, minus the like measurements and stuff, what they need to know. So every lesson comes with a table of contents like this. If you choose to do the lessons out of order, then obviously you wouldn't use this table of contents. You would just tell them to write it in, maybe save a space in the notebook and write Unit 1, Foundations of Algebra, and then you can have them make their own. So when you open it up, every single unit is going to have lessons in it. Every lesson is going to have a booklet and an activity. So the booklet is going to have a title and then something that they need to know and then a do now. So you don't need to worry about anything with this notebook, which is what I love about it. So they can color it in if they're done with the do now early. They can color it in for homework. They don't have to color it in. It's up to them. It doesn't matter. When you open it up, the middle section are guided examples. So in this middle section, what I would kind of do is probably go through it with them. That's what I do. I go through the middle section with them. And these are the examples vary based on the different types of problems that they might see. Then the sides are practice questions. I'll show you in some other lessons, the practice questions also vary. Some are critical thinking, some are having them create their own problems, but ultimately they're just practicing. Then on the right-hand side is an activity that accompanies this lesson. So this one is an order of operations matching column. And so basically what you're gonna get are, like both of these, the kids will get, this is one page front and back, and then you literally just fold the paper in. So easy to print, has everything that you need in it, and you don't really have to plan. The only thing you really have to plan is if you wanted like an exit slip or something, then I would say plan. But ultimately, the whole purpose of it is that you don't have to do that. So if I look at some other ones, we have like the number properties. Again, you open it up. This is what I would do with them. These are the examples on the side. And then the activity is a color by number. So in this one, they are coloring anything with the associative property red, green, blue, and purple based on the property. So I put little stickers here. You can have them put stickers to section off the different units that are involved. But the main purpose of like creating this was that I wanted a balance. I wanted a balance between kids practicing and doing like, I don't want to say boring work, but like work that they kind of need to do. Like practice questions are like really important, right? Just basically just like, you need to be able to do this and figure it out. And so this is the purpose of the booklet. But then something really fun for them to do that's also reinforcing those skills. So literal equations, hidden word. So here's an example where they're gonna solve these questions, come down here, and then unscramble the word based on the answers that they get. Okay, so there's some hidden words. This one is a cross, like a matching column. So as they cross the letters, they're gonna come down here and fill in what the phrase is. This is a sorting activity. Here's a maze. I'll just go through some of the things that are in it. Scavenger hunts. All throughout this notebook. Love scavenger hunts, one-page scavenger hunts. And they're gonna keep track of the order that they go in down here. Circle mazes was something that I created where they're gonna find their way through the maze, coloring only things that are true, or in this case, make your way through the maze, circling only rational results, because this is the rational and irrational number unit. So what else? We got some of that. Oh, there's also some grade my quizzes. So I took a fake quiz and I made a quiz and then I took it and then I solved the questions wrong and they have to kind of go through and grade it. So I really tried to make sure, scatter plots, I like this one. I really tried to make sure that there was like a variety of things in here, cut and paste, that they could do that would keep them engaged and intrigued and also have them practicing the skills that they need to learn for Algebra 1. So what was stolen, we got some graphing, mystery codes. That was a fun unit to make. What do we got? Oh, we also got some puzzle pieces. So they'll get these on a separate sheet of paper and they have to match the polynomial function with the characteristic. We got a sorting activity, exponential versus linear. I'm kind of just going through this fast. Oh, there's some coloring in here too. So this is the factoring unit. So solving the question, and then they're also going to be able to choose their colors. So they're going to factor, find their answer, or in this case, it's actually multiplying binomials, excuse me. And then they're gonna multiply and they're gonna find their answer up here, color it in, and then color the picture. This is error analysis. So I really tried to make a really good balance between all the practice questions, but also really fun activities. So this one composition notebook fits units 1 through 9. And then you're gonna need another one for 10 through 13. And in this one, so 12 is going up today or tomorrow. So 10 is quadratic functions. We got, let's see what else we got. Sequences was the one I just finished the other day. This one's a really cute one, intro to sequences. So they're gonna go through and figure out which patterns use addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division and color them in. So, oh, and I added some mystery worksheets as well. You also get the answer keys to everything. Every single booklet is done as if I was a student. And again, what is really fabulous about this is that first of all, you don't have to plan anything. Winning, right? And second, the kids are gonna come out of Algebra 1 with the most incredible set of notes. And we all know that in high school, Algebra 1 is like the building block of all the other math classes, right? Can we agree with that, or do we disagree? Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree with that statement. I feel like that's true. And I feel like Algebra 1 is the most important math in order to succeed going forward. And so imagine you set this up for your kids. You just put it through the copy machine because you get the entire bundle of every single lesson. Everything is consistent. Kids know after like the first week or two of doing this, kids are gonna know, okay, come in, do the do now on the front page. We're gonna do the practice problems. We're gonna do the activity. They're gonna glue it in. A great thing about this is the amount of pride that they are gonna take in this. So, I mean, I've taken so much pride in this notebook and I am just the creator. Can you imagine a kid leaving Algebra 1? They're walking out your class, Algebra 1, and they're like, look at all this work that I did. Now, of course, you're gonna have to stay on top of them. You can offer incentives for keeping your notebook neat. You can do random notebook checks or collections or whatever it is you wanna do to make sure that they are actually keeping on top of it. But ultimately, your entire year is planned. The other thing that's really great is that if you purchase this and you notice that a unit is missing, you just email me, this email address, absolutevaluemath@gmail.com, and say, hey, I actually do so-and-so in this unit. Can you add a lesson and an activity for it? And it gets uploaded for free. So it's like a lifetime updates and additions. So honestly, I think it's phenomenal. I use it and it's proven to be really, really great. The other thing that's really great is that as you go through and you like start doing reviews or you start studying for tests, if everybody's notebook looks the same, it'll be so easy to be like, hey, go to irrational versus rational numbers, example 2 on the right-hand side. I just want to point something out. So it's just, and then they're not taking notes. They're not wasting time copying things because we all know in class, kids copy at different rates. Very, very, very frustrating for the rest of the class that's waiting for these kids to copy. And then they're just copying and they're not really listening. Now everything is in front of them. They're basically working independently aside from this middle section, which they technically can work independently because the front part up here are always notes that are gonna relate to the lesson. So like irrational numbers, here's the definition, rational numbers are the definition. Like they could technically, for a lot of these, learn the material without you. I've included examples and guided notes in the middle for most of them. But that section is ultimately for you to go through. But here is an example of, you know, determine slope and y-intercept. So we get step 1 and step 2 is here. So it can be as independent or dependent as you want it to be. But again, you go in, you purchase it, you print them, you put it into the copy center or you make your copies. There's 2 pages per student per lesson. So super efficient. You're not making 1,000 copies of these things and you have everything in one place. So I just wanted to introduce my channel again and also show you something that I've been working on since July. My plan is to also make one for all the other contents down. So I have Algebra 1, I have pre-algebra, I'm gonna do 8th grade next, well, pre-algebra next, 8th grade, 7th grade, 6th grade. I may go to Algebra 2, but I wanna make sure that there's a need for it or an interest. So if you are interested in a notebook like this for Algebra 2, let me know. The problem is that the higher grade, the higher you go, the more space you need for some of these problems. Like when I went to the systems of equations unit in here, it seemed a little bare just because you needed so much space. But once the kids fill it in, it's not so bad. And you know the systems of equations unit takes, you know, time to answer those questions. But so that would be the only downfall of making an Algebra 2. But I also think some teachers in Algebra 2 want the kids to just, you know, college ready, which I totally understand. And this has all of the content in it that would make them college ready, but it is in a childish way, right? It's like a babyish way, in my opinion. But but can still be entertaining. But it really depends on you and what you feel your students need in Algebra 2. So anyway, check it out. I'll put the link below if you are interested. Currently there are 11 units in it, and it is running $60. And so once you purchase it, you'll get units 12 and 13 for free. And then once the whole thing is said and done, it'll be $68 altogether. And you'll get your entire year's worth of Algebra 1 curriculum and really, really, really happy students. Trust me, trust me. So thank you so much for being here. If you are interested in seeing more of my products and things that I would do in the classroom, feel free to subscribe and stay around and like this video so that I know. And if you get the notebook, let me know what you think of it. I'm always looking for feedback, good, bad, indifferent, whatever you got for me. Hope you have a great rest of your day.